All right.
Welcome.
Welcome back after lunch. So we are launching into round three of the Madtown Throwdown Q3. We have Brian, our TO, right here as well. Brian, what are our pairings for this round? Would you let the folks at home know?
Absolutely. I just closed my page.
All right. Go ahead.
So, table number one, our two 2-0 players is Payvand with Cyreni Razors, Rimewyrm Bite. Davy Calkins with Thriceville Discord and Rimewyrm's Bite. So,
Double Rimewyrm.
whole lot of bite. Table number two, Bobby with Headcrackers Mad Mob, Breakneck Slaughter versus Morgox Crushes, piloted by Brian, I believe also with Breakneck Slaughter.
Weird. The two decks that got nerfs.
We keep seeing that.
Yeah. Table number three, Jacob Wellner with his Exiled Dead and Malevolent Masks versus Zach Thomas with his Domatan Storm Coven, Breakneck Slaughter. Table number four is Jazz with her Crimson Court Void Curse Thralls.
Woo!
Versus Connor with Rippas and Tooth and Claw, the OG.
Not the only Gnarlwood here.
Yeah. Table number five is Phil with Void Curse Skinnerkin.
Hell yeah.
And against Alex with Kagra's Breakneck Slaughter.
All right.
Excellent.
Table number six, Jared with Headcrackers Mad Mob, Breakneck Slaughter versus Jake with Crimson Court Hungering Parasite.
So cool.
Table number seven is Danielle with Hexbane's Void Curse Thralls versus Emmett with Thundrix Fearsome Fortress.
The Madman.
The other Gnarlwood.
Hell yeah. I'm going to spread the link around, but we are going to jump straight into the player seat because I believe Payvand and Davy are probably already well into round one. So let's dive into it. Indeed. All right.
Long board. I'm guessing Payvand got to choose.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they both wanted it. Yeah, that's a good point. It's too bad the camera wasn't on us for that. that was a fun wait a second.
Any chance you could fetch that information for us?
About who set it up?
Who said it? Yeah, I'm curious.
Who chose boards? We gotta go, Bobby, from a Jim Hurley, watching from Newfoundland. Awesome. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna spread the link around real quick. Would you keep?
Payvand made the long board. Yeah.
Payvand indeed. All right. Would you keep fresh eyes on what's going on the screen here for us?
Yeah, you got it. So, right now, it looks like we're just contemplating mulligans, maybe? Yeah, that is what's happening. You're not missing anything. We're still pre-deployment. Yeah, all right, so Payvand's going to mulligan his gambits.
You guys already have their decks ready.
Yeah, we're getting pulled up.
Thank you.
All right, it's like Davy's looking at his cards very carefully here. He's considering. I do love Payvand's sleeve choices, only because I sleeve mine identically. I think the exact same sleeves.
It's the little things.
Yeah. I mean, the Dragon Shield matte golds are just like so good for objective deck.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Oh, here we go.
You know,
looks like the roll-off goes to Davy.
I think Netrunner infected me in the sense that like I could not use red and blue.
Fair. Yeah.
And see that on the table.
Also, fun to note, there's a pretty good Netrunner event going on out there. It looks like 8 players are playing in a Netrunner tournament right now.
Oh, excellent.
So, Noble Knight Games, shout out for being a gracious host and a great host of events in general. All right, we're still in the mulligan decisions, it looks like. Nope, we're about out to deployment. Davy is considering his first deployment. Looks like Vastus in the middle of the board there. Payvand with a thrall of some sort. I can never tell those two apart. Oh, and Sephinir's already down. All right, as as expected, Lassevier as far forward as possible. Well, almost. Maybe Vexmore is going to be the one that's all the way up front. All right, Cyreni looking for a lane. Yep, all right, yep. Okay, so it looks like Cyreni is going to have a straight line to Vashtis.
And a sportsmanship handshake to kick it off.
Ooh, triple crit.
I thought this was starting sportingly.
And then all hammers for Payvand, wasting that great roll. Well, I suppose he doesn't probably want that with his warband, does it? No, he does. He's got lots of hammers. Yeah, lots of hammers.
All right, I've got the link spread around.
You demand?
And Spinnerite is saying that the stream is nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth.
Good to hear. I think we had a really good smooth start to round 2.
Yeah,
before the stuttering came in.
starts, yeah.
So subject to the weather, really.
Yeah, I suppose.
What won't be subject to the weather is the finalists advancing from these semifinal games.
The Tide.
Love it. So this is exactly how I would operate against a Cyreni opponent if I had 4 or fewer models. If you win that roll off, you start moving out of Hammer Tide, and you start weaving into lanes that do not contain other fighters, so that you're never having to move 2 out at once.
Yep.
And you're hoping to just keep pace with Cyreni there. Hold on, there's somebody at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay, here comes Vashtis. Up the lane. Oh boy. We got our golden ticket.
So the Noble Knight game staff heard that the official one did not come in time. It is in the mail, and they wouldn't let that settle. They insisted on making one for us.
Amazing. I love that.
I don't think anybody knows about this right now except for you and me. It happened during lunch.
That's great. I love that. All right, so all you missed was we had a
second
up the
move.
front. Yeah.
I love that place so much.
Staying out of the lanes, like just keeping it crispy.
Well, and right now, if they're both running crowd like sheep,
and they probably both are.
Then Davy is ensuring that Payvand will not.
Okay.
All right, so we have a charge here from.
We do have crowd like sheep in both decks, so yep.
I believe we just saw a crit defense from Vashtis there.
The crit defenses continue.
And let's see, that was Glaive in front, so that was Alethir making the attack. Renglaith is in the back on standby. So, turn 3 by Davy, another move. This time, Vexmore just getting him forward, and again, out of that Cyreni position.
So would you wager that Davy has crowd like sheep in his opening hand here?
Was that... Did I just see another crit defense?
It did
come
look
in?
that way.
Fascinating. That's Vashtis twice.
Yeah.
She's like...
She's shutting it down.
Excuse me, we've had this talk.
Absolutely not. Little finger wagging. No, I think your crowd like sheep was spot on, and I think that if Davy has it in his opening hand, he's going to have a quick 2 points here.
As well as that advanced position here.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting kind of a peek at the hands. I actually went and adjusted the camera just a little bit. You'll notice, it has equilateral coverage over both sides of the table. And we have
Davy sporting that
very
super
thoughtful.
sweet what the heck's custom token tray combined with Game Genic.
Those token silos by GameGenic, I love them so much.
The best product that any accessory company's ever made, I think.
Ooh, all right. So we're scoring our first surge here.
Yeah.
So that's Davy. Davy's going to be our right side for this game. So tossing that his way. I believe that was Get Moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each friendly fighter rocking those move tokens. So he was committed to that strategy
Right from the get-go. Yeah.
Not only is it a good strategy against Cyreni in general, he's getting paid for it as well.
Yeah, and now he's actually got Lasavir in a really good charge position for the opening of the next round too.
And still grabbing position on a second territory.
Yes.
To prevent corralled by sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is some fantastic positioning. And we have a flying squid coming in to say something about it.
Yeah.
Now, if he...
Ooh, now if he pushes him in...
Yep, even from that other position, he would have had the opportunity to sneak Davy into his own board.
Oh, boy.
So this is preventing corralled by sheep for Davy.
And possibly,
guaranteeing it for himself.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, so Payvand now very, very stoked. Very likely.
And that was a miss. So we do see an inspired Vastus.
Mm-hmm.
Not like she needed the help.
I mean, she was going to get it in another activation anyway. Lasavir is not long for this world. Oh, and there's Get Mono.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
So we'll cover Here It Comes here. That is actually not in both decks. So let me jump over to Payvand's deck here.
Oh, we got power coming from Davy. Oh, what do we got here? Upgrade?
Oh, sure. I believe that is the heal. So it heals 1 instantly, and then heals 1 at the starter end of each round.
Okay.
I'll verify that in a moment. But Here It Comes is a bit of a meme card. The main reason it's in here is it's a domain that lasts longer than a single round.
Oh.
If it makes it to the end of the second round, you do a roll-off, or like a dice roll, to figure out which side of the battlefield is getting damaged.
Oh, and it's the ping on one side or the other. Got it.
The whole battlefield.
Yep.
But most of the time that's in there just to get a domain out that can also last a long time.
And so Inerd to Hardship was the upgrade that we saw go down.
Okay.
And that's when you give this upgrade to a fighter, heal 1. That was that heal you talked about. If the fighter is large, guard token instead. And then reaction, at the start of the round, heal 1 to this fighter unless it's large. So a recurring heal, which is why Lasavir is back up. And Lasavir
She'll
will
be full health
at the start of the round.
Wow.
Heads up play by Davy.
So he's positionally where he needs to be, wants to be.
Yep.
And he's going to be topped off on health.
Yep.
Notably, another option for Payvand in the scoring department right now is just Never Punished. Davy has one more wounded fighter.
Yep.
And end phase did just happen. So it did start with Davy here. He tossed out Paramount C, so he's getting rid of that reach 3. Corralled like sheep is getting scored by Payvand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off of that Sephanier play. So top of round 2 here, 2 to Glory Payvand, 1 Glory Davy. Almost, I was gonna say almost no wounds on fighters, but soon to be no wounds on fighters as soon as that reaction goes off. We're doing a little bit of hand fixing here. Payvand is getting rid of a few power cards. He's also putting out Master of Disaster onto Cyreni. So when he pops Here It Comes, which is inevitable, he's going to get to stagger one of Davy's fighters for free or push Cyreni. And let's see, what did he get rid of here? He got rid of up for a fight, +1 dice to this fighter's attack actions if there is a persisting domain card. And then I see a restricted card as well, so it looks like he got rid of one of his fighter restricted in-house cards.
Got it.
Which is either the Lantern, which is a point at the end of the game, and try to win the game now, or a +1 wounds. I'm guessing it was probably more likely the Lantern, saying too early. Get out of here. Let's game plan for now.
And then here we come to activation 1.
Who won the roll off? I see
I think
a
Payvand.
crit in the tray.
Nope, Davy.
He won the roll off. He's
Yep.
going first.
Oh, it's a crit double to crit. So
I see.
Davy.
Yeah, because if Payvand had won, he definitely would have gone first and hammer-sided.
Oh
Hands
yeah,
down.
yeah. To Lasavir, easy, easy clap.
It's the Death Gorge box set face-off.
And it is.
That's the type of commentary we need. Get in this booth with us. Good call.
All right, and as predicted, here comes oof with a crit single.
That's not the perfect blade. But it feels like it.
Couple damage. There we go. Scoring. What do we got? Scoring there.
Yeah. I think that's the card that features the Gore Hulk on it. So that's one from their in-house. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. Yeah, Escalating Screams.
Yes, there it is.
Score this immediately after a friendly fighter's successful supported attack action.
Because
those forearms coming in
Supports
handy.
herself. Yeah, I love that. I love that for Lasavir. Such a good card in their deck.
2 and 2. Especially when it's like, okay, so how do you get it most of the time?
Yeah.
Well, you have that natural route, and then you have that upgrade that's like, I'm going to take on your supports. Those are mine.
Those are mine now. Give me those.
Oh, so we have a decision point coming down. A temptation. Will Payvand be tempted? The answer is yes, just in which way? He has to make an irresistible feast decision. Davy's about to ping a target of his choosing,
I'm
or
also
Payvand's going to say, let's ping them all.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
I will also note Lasavir is now on 4 wounds.
Oh,
He had tough enough put on with that second glory.
all right. Well, that's just gonna cancel some damage there.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Can't be given 1. Yep, sorry.
No worries.
I just want to report
Yes.
table 2 and table 3.
TO
Table
report.
2, Bobby and Brian head crackers versus Morgox crushes. They're in the thick of it. It is bloody. Meanwhile, Jacob and Zach, so Wellner with Exile Dead, has killed Sarpon and Leona in round 1 of game 1.
Oh,
He hard gambled.
man.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a strong start for that round. Oh, would you do me a kindness? That warband that Payvand painted and put up in prize support, would you just put a little note next to it that says like painted by Payvand, so that people know?
Yep.
I think that's a really cool note.
And a really cool warband. Old school chaos.
Taking heads. I always like have to pause. Is it Garrick's Reavers or Magor's Fiends?
Garrick's
It's
Reavers.
Garrick's Reavers in this case.
Yeah.
The one that looks like a Blood Bowl team.
Yes. Yep, they really do.
So we did see a fighter lost during our TO report. And it was because of that temptation.
Oop, all right, we're going to have some damage applied here.
Oh, do I see Gone Without a Trace? I do. Now, Gone Without a Trace's stretch goal did not go off because a friendly domain card was not the thing that did the damage. But a glory is a glory.
Mm-hmm. Oop, Davy thinking about it.
We'll get you an update on Bobby the next time the TO comes in. I'm going to go ahead and just assume that there's a tense table situation there.
Also agree, shame no one's repping McGore's. Cowards.
I won both of my league games on Thursday with Spinnerites by Gore's pairing. It's some wild tech. I think it's really fun. It was against the Exiled Malevolent Mass deck, as well as Bobby's Breakneck Slaughter with Headcracker.
All right, all right.
So it put up against some serious teeth.
Yeah, that is teeth.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, that glare is so punishing sometimes.
It's rough. Yep. It is a. It looks like it's a choice. See if I can figure out which one it was here.
All right, so we have Heaving Grounds coming into play. So this is the one that's going to punish you if you're already staggered, which has just occurred, right? So we just saw a stagger token go down on Vashtis. If Vashtis is going to be driven back from here on out, she's going to take an extra damage. This domain does persist until the end of the round, which means we just saw Here It Comes come out. And another stagger token is being put down from Cyreni, this time onto our four-armed Lassevier.
Yeah. It's a lot of card fireworks early in this round.
There's going to be so much of that across this best of three.
Yeah. Okay, so there was the temptation.
Okay, so I'm going to take that card art and try to match it up. So we have a ploy coming down from Davy that was just resolved. Heart's Desire.
Mm-hmm.
You push one fighter in that player's warband up to 2 hexes, so that fighter is adjacent to one or more fighters from your warband. It looks like that was the option taken here.
It was, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it was staggering each fighter within 3.
Which would have been the whole warband, I think. Yep.
These temptations really seem interesting play.
They're super cool. Yeah, I played against a Thricefold player at Adepticon in round 2. It was wild. He was running like 4 of the temptations.
It's such a fun thing. Like,
or maybe there's only 3 of them and he was running all 3. Either way.
There's more than the 3.
All right.
Yeah. But it's such a fun thing to be able to
here we go.
Say, like, I think I know how this is going to go down. Let's find out. All right, so we had a squid attack here, or squid. And it did not see the save needed. A crit was needed there after the reroll landed a second success.
Yeah. Oops, see ya.
That it is a dead Lassevier. Lassevier taking 1 damage from the temptation. That was the setup. From Irresistible Feast earlier. And Irresistible, it looks like it was. Also grabbing Lost Without a Trace. That card essentially reads, did I defend against one of these fighters in my own territory?
Aha.
You know, it's when you're playing Cyreni, you're inviting them in,
yep,
and then you're getting rewarded for saying, no, like, you die here.
Great. Oh boy, here we go. Inspiration step for the round.
4 and 4. That's where we're at as well. Just nice and even.
All right, we're going after the squid here. Don't want to lose that dodge token or guard.
Focus and channel into a crit success.
Ugh.
All right, so
looks like we're going to be priced into a Cyreni activation here.
Oh, I see. The charge token was just coming in from the kill from before. Yep, absolutely.
All right, what will Cyreni do?
Did Davy spend a whole activation going on guard? It looks like he did.
I think he did.
I think that's a great move there.
And that's also why he just chose to stand there and shoot rather than losing the guard token.
I see. Yeah, that's solid.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a charge from last sphere to open the round, a reversal on the staggered situation by going on guard.
Yes.
And then an attempted spell pot shot.
Yes.
All right. And he kicked off the round, so he'll be...
Yeah, I can see why this is such a hard decision for Payvand. It's really awkward, and he's going to bring Cyreni all the way up.
Wow. All right. So are we looking at... Oh, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it.
That was a surprising one for me. Yeah, I can see that.
Don't mind me. I need to count hexes, check lanes.
Yep. Yeah, that seems maybe like a bet. I'm actually surprised he's not one hex back from there.
She's so fast when she's inspired. That was 5 movement speed to get there.
All right, so crit success there. Nope. So Vexmore, I think, gonna take. Oh no, it was. Yeah. I thought maybe he'd go one back, but.
So we're getting an extra dice on attacks from her. So she's gotta have Savage Ferocity on her as well. I thought I saw another upgrade go down. He's definitely got the glory spent. So checking Savage Ferocity, yeah, +1 dice to this fighter's range 1 and range 2 attack actions, and that spell is indeed a range 2 attack action.
Mm-hmm.
If you were wondering at home, like I was, why there were 3 dice rolled.
Fool, yeah.
Yeah. So we got 2 damage down on the big boy himself. Last Severe attempts to inspire from the grave.
Looks like we're going for the thrall.
Well, Payvand's charged out now, so this denies him a Hammer Tide option.
Oh, I see. Yep. Just losing out on it.
However, if he has a domain in hand, he can pop his current domain, move over 1, and get Hammer Tide off, which I'm sure factors into Davy's thinking a little bit here. I spotted Sensory Deprivation in his hand. So Sensory Deprivation is either 3 or more surviving enemy fighters each have 1 or more stagger tokens. It's not going to happen. It's very difficult in this matchup. So the other is, or 3 or more enemy fighters are out of action. Again, really difficult
hard
in this matchup.
Yeah.
But it's a 2 glory payout. So we'll see how likely it is to stick around and pass this round.
I don't think very likely.
I don't think so either. So we're seeing some additional damage go down on Vexmore here. The big boy's got 2 left to his name. All right, a drive back.
Oh no.
And in lane for the start of the next round.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is when this domain pops, he's also going to be able to choose a stagger instead of having to use it for movement.
Rough, man. This Cyreni deck.
Yeah.
Is.
Well, that Master of Disaster feels tailor-made for this deck.
It really does. It's hard to appreciate the strength of it until you actually see it work too.
All right, so we're seeing the Rune. Nope. What's the name of that one? Coming out from Davy there in discard. Subterranean Threat, right? So you just took a fighter out of action that did not have a move or a charge token. We've gotten rid of that surge. And we're grabbing Never Punished on Payvand's side.
Mm-hmm.
At his 0 wounded fighters to Davy's 1.
Yeah.
So advantage Payvand at this time. I really appreciate the amount of attention he's giving to the camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In
It's
fact,
like he's done it before.
he's just let us know that 3 glory is getting spent for upgrades. We have Earth Shattering Thread. So once Stephanier gets a move or a charge token, lethals all around them. We're getting flashed Boots of Warding here. So that's this fighter cannot be dealt damage by power cards or lethal hexes.
Okay.
So no longer worried about stepping in the lethals that Stefanir will be making, or being driven back into them. It must have been another upgrade there as well, just given what's flipped.
So crit single on the roll off for
Oh,
Davey.
sorry, no, he unflipped.
And
Crit
just a
single
crit.
will take it. This is Davy's decision. But before Davy makes this, Heaving Ground should have popped. We should see Heaving Ground cleaned up right here. If not, I'll go.
Might pop out and let him know.
Yeah. I'll do that right now.
Oh, nope. Caught it.
Got it. Perfect. And so we'll see a stagger go down here if he thinks to Master of Disaster off of it. And I'm sure after the reps on this deck,
Yeah.
you
he
know
knows.
exactly. Yep,
Bang.
there it is.
Man. Just punishing.
And so that stagger token gets resolved ahead of the die roll typically. But what's important is that it gets factored into, the who's going to go first decision, right? Like
yeah.
if I'm Davy, maybe I think about passing that turnover, maybe. But as soon as I see that stagger token, it's no.
Yeah.
I can't pass this turn. I can't really think of a world where I wouldn't just take it here, but it certainly is a variable. We have the inspired range 4 shot coming in from Vastus, if I understood those hand movements correctly, onto, I believe, Cyreni herself.
Yeah, probably looking for the push. I think that's what he wants.
So she just whiffed that entirely.
Oh, no.
Which means
Vex more inspired.
we've got the Inspire, we've got the 2 defense dice, but I think what we're about to see here, unfortunately, is Payvand doesn't do most of his damage through attacks. It's through power cards. So that extra defense might not get
Any value.
Any value, All right, peeking at his hand a little, he has spread out. I can tell you that. And taking a look at what I can from Payvand, unable to. So one of the end phase that Davy has to consider this round, score this in an end phase if there are no adjacent fighters. If each friendly fighter is not in friendly territory when you score this card, gain an additional glory point.
All right, charge from Cyreni.
So it's a very positional heavy play there. From Cyreni here,
It was, yeah, it looked like it was, I think.
definitely does. So it'll be 3 spell dice coming in. Or was it just a move? There's no way that was just a move.
No.
Or we
I was
might
wondering if
might
it
just be
was a
checking
temptation.
for like reactions, or was it? Did we miss a card?
Words of praise? Yeah, words of
We
praise.
did. Oh.
And so now,
Otherwise, Payvand wouldn't have been able to activate that fighter.
yeah.
All right.
And that's not a whiff, right?
That was a spell. That was Soul Slice Shards. That did go off. So 1 damage is being dealt to... It's got to be... I guess depending on the caster...
Stefanir?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's Davy's choice, right? So Stefanir is who it landed on. Payvand dealing a damage with right bait to Vexmore and taking him down entirely.
Ow.
And then I see. So I believe what happened there is we saw a Hammer Tide as his activation. That's why we jumped so quickly into power, because it's a very quick affair. And then right bait doing the finishing move. Also grabbing Snuff out, which is an exact kill, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and bump him up 3 glory, 2 for the bounty, and 1 for the card.
Wow.
Yeah, precisely enough damage was dealt to a fighter snuff out. 9-4 at this time. Vash just coming in. So this is her actually trying to bully with her staff here. A crit success. 2 damage down on Cyreni. Drive back. We missed our Inspire, but we got it now. It did not play.
Anything into that first activation? That first.
Yeah. At least from like a defense value. This is tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just feel the tension going on right now. So we have another upgrade coming out for Cyreni. And that is Great Wake. So reaction after this fighter's move action, push a friendly fighter within 3 hexes, 1 hex towards this fighter, giving that to Sephinir. Now this does so much, right? Sephinir's got the tread on, which will only activate after a move. So now after that move, we're gonna light up around and Great Wake pull a friendly fighter 1 towards them.
Wow, so much movement.
So we can get some repositioning on Cyreni. And she is rocking can't be dealt damage by lethals. So she gets pulled in with no issue.
Ugh.
And this was a charge, I believe, hence our dice going down. But it does look like it was a whiff.
All right, what can Vash just do on her own?
You can tell viewers at home that we love an underdog story.
We do.
You know, it's a lot of shifting towards what can Davy do now.
Yes.
You know, now that Payvand's comfortably holding the reins.
Yes. I mean, we've seen lots of big VP or glory swings in this game, so...
So we have another staff attack coming in here. Some drama on that dice. A crit.
Man.
Wow. Wow. All right.
Oh, that is just the way it goes sometimes.
I would reckon that was on Cyreni, too. To try to save yourself from, like, her unbridled position right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lethal shot on Cyreni, too, if it hits, if
Yep.
it connects. So, heartbreaking.
All right, so what just came in on Vashtis here is the Helm of Insight. This fighter's defense characteristic is 2 shield and cannot be modified further. Line of sight is reduced to just 2.
Hexes. So
Yeah.
no more range 4 spell in here. It's going to be up close.
All right, we can tell the Hammertide hit because a wound and a stagger token have been awarded.
Yeah.
Why roll dice when you have a laser beam?
Exactly.
All right, so is this a move or a charge? Charge, I imagine. It is a charge. And this is the 3rd activation from Davy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, got a success. Okay.
Actually, I think this might be Davy's 4th. I do believe Davy got the chance to lead this round. And I think the Helm of Insight play is kind of partly like, okay, like I only have to go make my close range attack now. But it worked. It paid out. So 1 for the bounty.
I just gave the notice that game 2 should be starting.
Oh, so we're 40 minutes into the 2-hour round here. Game 2 should be starting. How are our players doing on that timeline?
Most are starting game 2 or wrapping up game 1.
Excellent. This is certainly...
The last couple activations of this game.
Yep, certainly wrapping up here as well.
Notice the comments. The spectator.
I apologize?
Someone voting for Bobby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. If we could get an update on Bobby, please. Jim Hurley is
Yep.
in the chat.
Awesome. I will do so.
Vexmore went... Oh, Vexmore already went down. That was old news. I looked over. I saw some hand movement. My brain misfired a little. What just scored? We're in end phase.
Yep.
I'm gonna go take a look at what's scoring here.
Yeah, all right.
I'll be right back.
Looks like the full hand for Payvand. All right, looks like it's going to conclude round one. Player is going to shuffle up, re-rack here.
That was spread out and something of carnality. Triumph of carnality?
I think I had 8 to 11.
Correct.
All right.
Uh-huh. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go ahead and reset those as we jump into the
Game
next
2.
game here. All right, the stream audio did not cut out there. I promise. Just getting us some caffeine.
Yeah, I had to make that crucial drink order. We both had maybe too big of burritos for lunch, for full discretion, and started to fall off there. At least I did at the tail end of that second game.
Me too. The burrito wants a burrito.
Yeah, if you heard
now.
the energy in my voice like drop from the opening activation to the last activation of that game, it's the burrito settling in.
All right, so this time boards are the choice of Davy.
Yeah.
So we are seeing
Clearly, yeah.
the squared up position here. Obviously, this is going to make it much harder for
Hammer Titan.
Elaine to be pinned down. But it's also just going to give so much more freedom on the invade and less hexes to travel. I don't even think we need these tokens in this game. No, I'm just kidding. We need them for one reason and one reason only. Puncturing Ice Shard. I guess technically there's other things in here. There's a lethal generator and there's a little bit of light scoring to be done on them, but for the most part, I don't think this is the most crucial matchup for token decisions.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so if you're catching the stream right now, all of the games have actually found their way into their own videos. If the stream is
so
going
far.
well through the end of this round, we're just going to keep the
it.
stream up.
Yep.
So the final video will essentially be round 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But if you're on the Discord, I've posted direct links to all 3 of these rounds of play so far. We're looking at mulligan decisions. Getting a peek in on Payvand's hand here. I see 2 upgrades, 2 ploys, and a spell. So probably feeling pretty good about that, at least from a variety standpoint. We are mulliganing away the objectives.
Moving.
So that third one there is sensory deprivation.
Okay.
That's the one that's never going to score
round
early.
one.
Yeah, in this matchup. We did see a toss from Davy as well. He got rid of Paramountcy, as well as I think I saw Gone Without a Trace, and another thing. But I mean, you don't want Paramountcy in that opening hand,
No.
and you don't want sensory deprivation in that
No.
opening hand. So if the other cards aren't attractive enough, they're on their way out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sensory deprivation. There's no way. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, did you see this?
The golden ticket?
Noble Knight made us a golden ticket. Over lunch, I told them, like, yeah, the official one hasn't made it in the mail yet. And they were like, well, that can't happen.
Awesome.
So they made us one for today.
Wow,
So
that's excellent.
Lee was super pleased. And I'm forgetting the name of the individual that made it, but he wanted us to know. Nope. The other one up at the front right now, I believe. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Here we go.
So very cool of Noble Knight.
we've got-
And Lee in particular. They're all such great hosts.
That's why we came here.
Absolutely.
All right. Deployment happening.
Also,
Crack. Caffeine, baby. Okay. Pretty predictable deployments so far.
yeah, I mean, Cyreni is going to be the last one that we see placed here. The decision making right now for Payvand is trying to keep as many Hammer-Tide options open as he places his own fighters and blocks the potential positions available
Got it.
to him.
Yeah. The question then, I guess, is where. Okay. Yeah. So.
And that's the
And
first
so now
target.
Lasavir has that first ping right away.
I think that might hurt the most.
Mm-hmm.
Taking that fighter down to 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah, just like
And-
one hit away from death right away.
Yep, and then you've got the stagger token, and any thrall can come up and deal 2 damage to you.
Yep. All right, so we got a crit double. All right, so it's going to be Davy's choice. I imagine he's going to go and then get Lasavir out of the way.
Yeah, that motion of, I know what I need to get out of the way of.
Yeah.
I know I'm going first.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lasavir can basically fly, so.
He's dipping into the token silo, grabbing out those activation tokens.
Here's a question.
Yes, what's the question?
This is maybe fun to contemplate.
Oh, we just saw a magnet grab another model.
Oops.
Maskborn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Oh, Danielle must be actually running Maskborn on Hexbane's.
Oh, that's fun.
instead.
She's running Malevolent Masks on Hexbane.
Yeah. That was my mistake. Is not Void Curse Cells. Anywho, Maskborn. If Pock is dead, he already made his crossbow attack. Can Pock come back and make another crossbow attack because he's refreshed from death? Or is reload still
Oh,
not
that is
allowed?
fascinating. Let me take a quick look. My knee jerk is yes. Stream just started misbehaving again. Unfortunately, that is just the way of it. We've heard word that the video on demand, so the post after the fact, stays good. Doesn't drop anything out.
But that means we will probably stop the stream and then
Start it
pick
up again for round 4.
Yeah.
We'll feel it out quite at that time. How did that charge go?
Successful. And
Oh.
now we have a dead elf.
All right, so I'm looking up Hexbane Hunters real quick. I just want to take an exact wording look at Hexbane.
Pock.
And Pock in specific. Yeah, I can actually feel even the download speed is hit at the moment.
It's rough.
Yep. All right. reload. This fighter can only make this attack action once per phase. That maintains. Now, if he received a token, that token would clear on death.
Right.
But
That was my
Massborn's not going to let it happen.
Right.
Dang.
Can't reload when you're dead.
Can't reload when you're dead. That's fascinating.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Oh, again. We're out here staggering, folks.
Next time, help me remember. I wanted to wrangle him for a Bobby update for Jim in chat. Heaving Ground's back out.
Yeah.
It is my least favorite card to see in this domain in this matchup.
I mean, I think anytime you're facing this warband specifically, that is the terrifying card to see.
We did see some glory scored though. Looks like on both sides. So what do we have here? Okay, we saw a domain leave play by means of another domain knocking it out for Payvand, and for Davy here, he scored the glare card.
I don't. But if he did, he didn't count the glory.
Oh, it's
Oh, he's got 2 there. Yep.
He's
sorry.
got 2?
Yep. Whoa, one's face down.
Oh, he got a kill.
He did.
While I was
yes.
distracted.
Yes,
All right, I'll
that's it was that charge.
Davy's on the right. There we go.
All right, got some damage going down here.
Damage down. Vashtis up. Very Slaneshi.
It's the most Slaneshi warband possible. I can just hear the laughter.
I wonder, is Vashtis just always the inspired one?
I mean, it's because
that's what I've been
you're
feeling.
always going to push Lasavir forward first, right? You're going to
Yeah.
put Lasavir into it.
That makes sense. She gets into the thick of it quick.
She sure does.
Soul Slice shards are coming out. All right, so I'm gonna gander that this is Vashtish. That will go off. So that is his choice, I believe.
Looks that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Yep.
6 in either direction. So he gets to decide if it's going on Cyreni or Renglay. Is that who we have left?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, that's Alethir. Yep.
And it went on Cyreni. Which
Not
makes me wonder
incredibly
if
shocked.
we're going to see a perfect blade. No, we're just going to see the big man step forward, since this one sword can nope, not this time. Or one hammer.
Dear Tio, could we grab a Bobby update?
Bobby update. Yes, I was just coming back to provide that request. So in total, is he asking for in total, or how's he doing currently?
I
think
we'll
both.
go with both.
We'll go with both. All right. So round 1.
Momentary vortex going off here. This is my favorite card in the game, turned into a spell, and it failed there, which is why I hate spells.
A whole card for nothing.
So Jim, your brother Bobby was in a mirror match, Head Cracker's Breakneck Slaughter mirror match, and he took that one 2-1. Round 2, Bobby was paired against Alex with Kagra's Ravager's Breakneck Slaughter, and he took that 2-0. So Bobby is currently undefeated going into round 3. He is currently paired against Ryan, who is playing
Morgoth's Crushes.
with Breakneck Slaughter. Is that 3 for 3 Breakneck Slaughter?
Yeah.
It sounds like that's
Bobby.
all he gets to play against today.
Yeah. He won game 1 20-3 there, so
Oh, boy.
commanding lead, and they're in game 2 currently.
So
All right.
very, very likely playing on stream next.
He's got a max glory differential from that first game. 7-0. That'll be exciting. We'll see some orcs on the board. I mean, either way,
I've been waiting
we get to see some orcs on the
I've been
board.
waiting to see orcs all day.
Well, as said by my favorite orcish warband. Can I say orcish? Here we go.
Here we go. Man, yes.
Bring it on.
Having a good time.
We'll see if they can dead sneaky their way to this golden ticket.
Dead cunning. All right, let's go.
Let's bring this to 3.
Yeah, I want to see this thing go to 3. All right. All right.
All right, that's hidden.
Throwing a little bit more damage on the BDIF here. Okay, so this is...
That was from Vashtis.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is also putting Cyreni into a position to be trapped.
Yep, absolutely. And he does have a domain in play right now. Master of Disasters on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That
No.
made it back out this round?
It looks like we have...
Master of Disaster being that upgrade.
the upgrade.
Yeah, I think that's out this round already.
I think so.
I might go confirm that because that's super vital. Well, we'll know fast enough if we see another domain come in, knock Heaving Ground out, a Master of Disaster, take off from there.
Looks like both players just taking stock of the current situation here.
Taking a moment to breathe. This is round 2.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Round 3, game 2.
We're in round 3?
Yes. Wait,
No. Right?
this is round 3 of the tournament. This is game 2 of this
I see.
series.
I see.
Oh,
And then there's
Now,
in-game
game
rounds.
rounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll call
God.
them battle rounds.
this is round 1 of game 2. Wait,
Or
Oh, man.
combat rounds.
I'm all mixed up now. I think it's round 2.
I think it's round 2 as well.
It's the burrito again. Blaming my confusion.
Just to make it a little easier for us, I'm going to grab a round counter real quick.
Yeah. Got a giant D6. Oh, that works too.
well.
Oh, the giant D20.
Just one of the ones I made. All right.
All right, so as predicted here, we got Vash just coming up. Oh, what's this? Oh, Pangin.
Temptation. Would you like 3 pings or 1?
That choice was no choice at all. Wow.
All right. So Cyreni